Hello friends, in part 6 of Unconventional Security, we'll be taking a look at the insecurity situation arising from using a commercial VOIP service. For example, I'll not name any of the prominent VOIP services, but if you do a quick Google search, you can easily identify that the prominent VOIP providers who provide home VOIP services do not use SRTP or TLS. They may be using TLS, but definitely not SRTP. SRTP is a secure version of RTP and for used for actual transmission of your voice communications from one peer to another. So the solution and conventional security solution is to build your own PBX, though a bit tedious, but the cost is not that high. Actually, in some cases, you can even reduce your phone bill. For example, I reduced it from $30 down to $10. But I have a private cloud instance, so the PBX service is hosted on that. So there may be additional cost for the PBX server itself also. So there are three pieces to the puzzle. First piece is the PBX device itself. So there is a open source software available called Free PBX, which has a component asterisk, which is the core of the VoIP PBX service. Herein you configure your trunks to a regular PSTN provider. For example, we are using Twilio, and these are the trunks configured for the PSTN provider. And if you come over to Twilio side, here you configure your trunks, and that way incoming calls from regular PSTN phones to your VIP device and the outgoing calls are routed via the trunking provider. So we are in no way recommending Twilio, but we have found them to be the best in terms of reliability and configuration options. But you are free to choose any trunking provider which you can get. You can search for them on the internet also. So the three pieces: one is the PBX software itself, second one is your trunking provider, and third piece to the puzzle is your VoIP device. So you can take a Grandstream VoIP device for 40 or 50 bucks. It's a one-time investment, and you will own it, and you connect it in your home network. It registers itself to your PBX server, which has to be on either on the cloud or on the internet as a regular VPS. A $10 or $15 VPS server is sufficient to host such a PBX server. Key pointers I'll give you in the settings of on free PBX asterisk. You have to enable TLS, and also you have to enable SRTP in your settings. Instead of RTP, you should be using SRTP. In terms of the Grandstream device itself, key things to keep note of is that this is the IP of my PBX server. Username, password goes here. Then to make it secure, that's a bit tricky, but you should be able to do it with the instructions available on the internet. If you take a look here, let me search for it. SRTP is what makes your voice communications secure as compared to a RTP mode. So you can have it disabled, enabled, but not forced, enabled and forced. So I recommend making it enabled and forced and appropriate settings on the free PBX server so that this communication is totally secure, and authentication happens via TLS. You will need a certificate also. You can use Let's Encrypt to have a trusted internet website certificate. So that the communications are TLS and the actual voice communication will be SRTP. So if you face any issues, please send me a comment and I'll be glad to help you out with the setup. So this could be a nice weekend project. And Twilio provides the ability to port your number. Your existing number can be ported to Twilio or any other trunking provider, though it's a bit time consuming. And but you can start off with a temporary number to test it out first before you actually make the switch. Thank you.